Hello, 7th graders. Good day to you. Today we're going to learn a little bit about other uses of adverbs, and we're on page 113 in the English Workshop book. I'd like you to have a highlighter out and a pen, and we're going to mark up some of the rules before we get started on the exercises. So get those supplies out along with your book, obviously, and pause the video if you need to gather some things, and then we'll get started. All right, let's go ahead and start with the word adverbs. And it's interesting, but adverbs modify adjectives that modify adjectives often come before the adjectives. They often come before the adjective. So let's look at a few examples, okay? This painting is almost complete. Complete is modifying painting, and almost is modifying complete. The adverb almost modifies the adjective complete, telling how complete. How complete is the painting? So this is modifying how complete. Here's another one. This watch is exceedingly accurate. The adverb exceedingly modifies the adjective accurate, telling how accurate. So this adjective is modifying watch, but exceedingly is modifying how accurate that watch is. Okay, this is a great list to know here. The most frequently used adverbs are, this is really huge, so let's circle it. To, so, and very. So let's write that. Most frequently adverbs are. In fact, these words are often overused. Here's some other choices. Completely, dangerously, definitely, dreadfully, entirely, especially, extremely, largely, mainly, mostly, quite, rather, surprisingly, terribly, unusually. So this is just a nice thing to remember. Let's put a star beside it. You're going to refer to that list today when we look for adverbs that are modifying adjectives. Right, now let's do a little bit of practice. Exercise 19. Identifying adverbs that modify adjectives. So underline the adverb that modifies an adjective in each sentence below. Draw an arrow to the adjective that the adverb modifies. So we'll do the example. The Owens family was rather poor. So rather is modifying how poor the family is. Poor is modifying family. The adjective is modifying family. But we only mark the adverb and the adjective it's modifying. Let's do number 1 together. J.C. Owens was quite unhealthy as a child. Quite is saying how unhealthy he is. And there's that word up there, quite. See it right there, quite. Let's do number 2. His parents were really happy about his running. How happy were they? Really happy. So happy is modifying parents, but this is what we're marking. The adverb modifies happy. All right, I want you to do the rest, number 3 through 10. So pause the video right now and do the rest, and then I want you to check the answers. Okay, here are the rest of the answers. Please check your work carefully, and please mark any that you think you might be a little bit confused about, and you can come and ask me. I would love to help you. I want you to do really, really well on the test, and I want you to know how adverbs modify adjectives from now until forevermore. So I just need you to put this in your mind and to really understand it well. Okay, pause the video if you need some more time to check your answers, and then you can start it up again and change to the next page, page 114, when you're ready. Okay, here's page 114. Let's get the highlighter out. Adverbs can also modify other adverbs. All right, so let's look at an example. Don't eat too quickly. To is one of the most used adverbs, remember, from the other page. The adverb to modifies the adverb quickly, telling to what extent he eats quickly. Okay, so quickly is modifying eat. It's an adverb modifying eat, and it says how he eats. This is to what extent he eats quickly. So it's an adverb modifying an adverb. The next one. The water covered the town almost completely. The adverb almost modifies the adverb completely. almost is modifying completely, telling to what extent the water covered the town completely. So completely is modifying covered, and this is modifying completely. So it would look something like this if we were drawing arrows. Okay, so this adverb is modifying covered, but this adverb is modifying completely. To what extent was it completely covered? Although many adverbs end in ly, the ly ending does not automatically mean that a word is an adverb. Many adjectives also end in ly. A daily prayer, a silly cartoon, a lovely day. Even though some words do not end in ly, they are often used as adverbs. These words include now, then, far, and already. Okay, I'm going to have you underline that whole sentence. Okay, to identify a word as an adverb, ask yourself two questions. Oh, these are big ones. Put a little arrow there and a star maybe. Does this word modify a verb, an adjective, or another adverb? And also, does it tell when, where, how, or to what extent? Those are the questions you really want to focus on. Okay, now we're going to get some practice. Exercise 20. Identifying adverbs that modify other adverbs. Underline the adverb that modifies other adverbs in the sentence below. Draw an arrow to the other adverbs being modified. So let's do the example. Cheetahs can move very quickly. We know very is that adverb. It's modifying to what extent cheetahs move quickly. So quickly is modifying move. And so this is modifying quickly. Number 1, a sloth almost never travels on the ground. So never is modifying travels, but almost is modifying never. Those armadillos sleep much more than most animals. So more is modifying sleep, but much is modifying more. So we've got it marked. Please do number 3 through 10. Pause the video right now and mark your answers. And then turn it back on and check your answers. And especially check if you need to come and talk to me about your answers, okay? Or your questions you might have. I really want you to learn this and feel comfortable with it, okay? So pause the video and then turn it back on and check your answers. Here are the answers. So check them, feel comfortable about them, and that's it for today. Good job.